Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Final Fantasy Spring 2020 tournament. We've got an interesting matchup here. 4-0 Elastoid going against 3-1 WillBloodworth. This match has real big playoff implications. I'm joined in the booth by Artea. How you doing today?
Oh, doing all right. Looking forward to seeing what kind of shenanigans these two are going to be up to. We can already see that they have a gentleman's agreement to not use any mages. So we should be in for an interesting auto attack fest.
Yeah, so open party, but no mages. Yeah, we've ended up with WillBloodworth going with Double Fighter, which is always pretty solid, and Elastoid bringing the black belt, which may come into play if the equipment is not so good. And I am curious if all of this just gets thrown out of the window and we end up seeing people run two-man strats, because yeah, I think you kind of have to.
You kind of want comically absurd levels going in with this, so... Then again, we say that right now, and 3 seconds in, we're going to find a mage staff somewhere, which is going to completely invalidate the whole no mages thing.
It's funny too because you look at, all right, fighter can learn white magic, thief can learn black magic, and it's all going to be irrelevant as soon as somebody finds a black shirt.
Now, the thief does learn half the black magic in the game, but you're still hauling a thief around for enough XP soaking to get him to cast it.
Yeah, not to mention too, if he's been soaking experience, he's probably over level 15 by that point. So it's even he has to soak even more experience to get the charges, which feels pretty bad.
Yeah. And all of that for a measly 4 charges too. So, really, I'm not a fan of it. Some people like it, but we'll see what these two decide to do.
Yeah, and they're gonna go talk to the king, which is probably the right move because Thor Hammer makes a real big difference. Rod does not.
I mean, it's half a hammer.
All right, and in the weapon shop we have more hammers and sabers.
Saber is pretty good for this early, but you might want to check the armor shop before you go dumping all your money into swords.
Yeah, some chain armor would, or one iron armor even would make a big difference. Gloves, not so much.
Yeah, gloves and wooden armor, not so much. That silver shield was pretty cheap, though. Can't afford it right now, but maybe on the way out of Temple of Fiends.
Yeah, you have to get something on your lead character, otherwise you're in for a bad time. Oh no.
Both of them deciding to head over to Brovoka. Alright. With no armor against 9 pirates and an all-melee party, this should be fun for them.
Okay, alright.
I mean, they're gonna get punched for 20. Like...
Maybe they're gonna. I was gonna say maybe they're gonna go find an ogre outside and then get level 2 magic, but no, this is.
Oh, Elastoid, what are you? What?
He's at least looking at the armor shop.
Okay, he has a bit of money lying around. That chain armor is gonna do wonders for him. I mean, 24 gold. That wooden shield's looking pretty good too. So, not too worried about Elastoid since he picked up some chain armors for his fighters. WillBloodworth having a bit of trouble, however, finding out that level 1 characters just don't really hit all that well.
No, they are incredibly inaccurate, and yeah, Elastoid has just damned off the rest of the party. Whether he wanted to or not, he did.
You can do a lot of work with 2 high-level gingers, so don't be too worried about it if he never picks up the other 2 up.
Yeah, Will just getting beat down again, and yeah, here we go. Level 4. And a canoe.
Well, that's a nice find starting out.
Alright, do we have any tents? Sure do. Alright.
Picks up a stack of heal potions, but that's not going to be enough to go exploring very far, however.
Alright, he's gonna leave the black belt down. So, is gonna get the thief leveled up so he can learn stuff like fire, rub, and slip.
Ooh, cheap silver swords are pretty nice too. Provoke is a fairly inconvenient shop, however. Like, it's so far away from anything you care about that I don't think he'll be coming back for them.
I think it depends what he finds, because honestly, you could easily end up playing half the game with those silver swords. So it's kind of important to show up in town with money in the first place.
And at the same time, there were some pro rings for sale, pretty cheap as well. Those are going to be an important pickup. Might even be worth selling that flame shield for it.
Yeah, the one advantage that the fighter has over all of the other classes, for sure, is the absorb level. So take advantage of that if you don't have any magic.
Yeah, as if absurd stats and absurd stat growth wasn't enough. Especially when you're fighting high hit enemies, like even just gargoyles can wreck an unarmored character, but throw chain armor on, or even just a shield, and those 3 to 6 hits start hurting a heck of a lot less.
Oh no, we have wooden armor in sight.
Oh,
Feels
boy.
bad.
Oh, Will not off to a good start right now. Still early, but banging his head against the wall unarmored against the pirates was probably not the wisest move.
Alright, there's a modest pile of cash there.
That could have been useful before going to provoke it.
Alright, time to bonk Garland repeatedly.
Dealing some decent damage with swinging those hammers around. So we might be seeing maybe this round should do it, or maybe the next one if we're not super lucky.
Yeah, it's just good that Garland does not have a script.
Yeah. Yeah, that could completely ruin your day, especially since he has a fairly high amount of HP once the stat randomization comes into play.
Yeah, 230% is a lot.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Last time remembering, he has a boat, so he's gonna check. He's gonna check Knot Marsh. All of the Knot Marsh he can check.
If you were feeling a bit reckless, you could try to get a couple of levels off the river encounters.
Oh, there's a loose, but not the loose you were looking for.
It could eventually turn into the loose you were looking for, though.
Yeah.
Let's just turn that herb into a crystal, into a crown, into something else that's going to send you on a wild goose chase for 6 years, but it might eventually be something useful.
I mean, even that is useful with the experience boost. You just need anything that you can get in the early game. But yeah, a power gauntlet would be disappointing. Anything else, I think, would be pretty useful.
So I traveled across the world for 6 years, and all I got was this Cheerio.
Alright, Silver Dagger and Short Sword strats.
Yeah, looks like Elastoid's given up on getting those pro rings and silver swords.
Here we go. Alright.
Elastoid gets handed his first disappointment in the form of Gauntlet.
What do we have in the old armor shop here?
No, gold bracelet's pretty nice, but that's it's gonna need a second mortgage for him.
Yeah, a little ritzy right now. The heal potion's definitely more his speed.
Oh, really cheap soft potions too. It's doing quite a lot of work without saving.
Oh, we are going back to provoke him. Alright.
Okay. Might be looking to go back to Provoca and then loop back down to Ice Cave. That would certainly be an option, though. With the map edits on, you could just go to Crescent Lake and pick up your free item there before diving Ice Cave, no matter where the incentive is.
Coming all the way back for tents. And more heal potions. Okay.
Hopefully a pro ring.
Alright, and is just not gonna buy the silver swords. I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a magic spell. You can't have this yet.
Oh, you might not even have them at all. It's entirely possible that it's highly unlikely, but it's possible that we won't be seeing any kind of AoE damage spell in the first 4 levels, because that's all they're gonna have access to. I don't know about you, but 41 tenths seems a tad excessive to me.
It all depends on how awful the overworld is.
Oh, really cheap iron armor. That's a
that's a huge upgrade.
Not sure why he's still checking weapon shops. We've seen everything interesting.
If you want silver swords.
Not the shop. I'm sorry, Elastoid, but your weapon is in another shop.
Alright, well, time to play incentive tennis. If you're gonna get ping-ponged back and forth across the inner sea, then maybe 1,000,000 tenths is not excessive.
I mean, at this point, I'd just go do something and turn it in eventually.
Yeah, I'm with you. You're not wasting time if you do like an armory dive or something, because you just need equipment at this point.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna go back if you fighting a floater or whatever you're looking for, you're gonna go back there anyway, so you might as well save the steps and do it while you're there.
Hey, I recognize that name in the credits.
Yeah. May have contributed a bit a couple of years ago.
Alright, there's your Rubik's Cube. Now you have something to do while you sail all the way back to Volcano.
This, folks, is why I hate sailing across the world. For one item. Oh, looks like he's going for Marsh.
Well, if you don't feel confident that you can take anything down, I mean, Marsh is pretty good for beating stuff up.
Pretty good to find some early spending cash, too. It's a reasonably quick dungeon that's split up in two. So you could just check the top floor, get some stuff out of there, go out, use a house, refill your non-existent spell charges. And then the bottom part can be a bit annoying, but it's a fairly quick dungeon overall anyway. I probably would have had a preference for Armory being in the Crescent Lake area, though. Like, if you were gonna do Marsh, do it when you're checking Healthland.
Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, well, now Elastoid can do a whole bunch of other incentive dungeons that aren't nearly as mean.
Well, that could either be interesting for him, or send him on a wild goose chase involving a ruby and a waterfall, and oh hey, stop shadows.
Yeah, hold it right there, buddy. Not so fast. Now we're just gonna punch you. Oh, heat is also not fun.
He's
And
really
fire.
I mean, if he just swung his sword twice, they'd be dead by now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just hit him.
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
the window has closed. Directly on his fingers.
if he wanted to go to the bottom floor, we know the canal is in a linked chest on the way down, so he could do that. Fortunately for him, the only place you're going to run into shadows are the first floor anyway.
Yeah, so Elastoid can cash in his ruby and pick up 2 items and then start doing waterfall ordeals.
Well, I guess he really wanted that cabin.
It's a pretty nice cabin.
It is.
Abe Lincoln grew up in it. Would it be faster just to grab the link chest at this point?
Probably. Similar-ish, because the bottom floor is a few steps further than the top one, but it's basically the same distance. Scorpion's definitely one of those enemies that you always want to have a healthy respect for.
Yeah, they did a good job of can openering the knights there in the last encounter.
Is that
the house is much better.
Technical term for it? Can opening?
Yeah, you get can openered by the saber teats all the time.
Oh god.
No. Hey, Arteus paralysis got cured. Alright.
Nice.
I feel like you just hit these at this point, even if you don't know what they have.
Yeah, trying to run with the low-level fighters just not gonna work. Once they reach around 50 and 16, then you could be fairly confident in their ability to run away. But this early on, just strap on gear and whack them with a stick or something.
It's pretty miserable at this point. All right, stacking even more armor up, and here's Will looking at a bunch of beads that he can't kill, and here's an ambush. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Interesting choice to strap on all the armor but not use any heal potions.
Relax, it'll be fine. All right, Will is gonna find that this is not a fun encounter to be a part of for sure.
Well, those pro rings would sure come in useful.
Yeah, with the shuffled tiles, it's one of those things where either check it first, like real early, because you could probably die, or just don't check it at all and just come back later.
Yeah, especially for just the one chest that is probably gonna be 5 gold.
Oh, see, I was wondering why he wasn't attacking the fire hydrants. They seem to be pretty easy. And yeah, Canuck gets to click and unclick the canal repeatedly.
I just want to make sure he's staying awake, you know? Hasn't had any action so far.
You know, game, there are other encounters on this floor.
No. There are no encounters.
I mean, where's all those group 8s that get shuffled in, huh? I've heard so much about that.
All stacked at the tail end of the encounter table. Elastoid really committed to that canal that he isn't 100% sure to need right now. Don't do it. Oh god.
Just hit him!
just... Oh!
Don't worry, this is all encounter manipulations. He's gonna avoid all the shadows now for sure.
He's just making sure his combat RNG is lined up perfectly for chaos, right?
See, meanwhile, Will finds a ribbon, so like the gear advantage is just widening here. Also found a flame sword.
Flame sword is gonna do some work.
And it's just gonna get just reset. It's over.
It's yeah. You're not killing that, Will. It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
Oh, they have paralysis touch too. Alright. Maybe that makes things easier.
Yeah.
18 damage.
Well, I mean, it kind of does. Now they can kill him faster.
Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Now, hopefully Will remembers that this is also another trap encounter a little bit further down. Not sure what the point of sticking it on a thief is, though.
So they can run away from the unrunnables.
Yeah, all that 0 XP is really helping out survive against Ice 2s. So we're 20 minutes in, and the levels are looking pretty scary. Because level 4 ain't really gonna cut it if you're gonna go exploring the volcano. It barely even cuts it for marsh.
Yeah, and well, Elastoid is paralyzed again as well because now we found trance.
Oh, we found another trance. Oh, that's... Oh no, that was stop on the shadows. That's true.
Yeah, stopping.
Alright, Elastoid giving up or going, but
No, no, we are doing some encounter manipulation here.
Oh boy. Manipulating the most common encounter on the first floor of Marsh Cave.
All right, we're doing an ogre grind.
That's a bit far from Provoca.
I don't remember Geyer setting it up like this. All right, now that he's power cycled, all those shadows are at the front of the table again.
Yep. We'll be seeing at least 2 more of those. Will either shopping for I don't even know how to pronounce that. Caribe?
Reeves.
Caribs? Piranhas. Let's just say piranha. And
Oh, the ambush! Is this it?
if I remember right, there's another one.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right, can't run. Probably should have just swung. Oh,
Oh, he gets hit by heat instead of stop and makes it out.
all right. So now we can see what the ruby gives, and who knows if it's even a Thor hammer, maybe it's worth it. Where'd you park the boat?
Well, he definitely needs a blessing from a higher power after spending 20 minutes in the marsh cave. Oh.
I mean, Will spent 20 minutes in Volcano too. So.
Yeah, he's got a nice bow tie out of it.
Alright, so... Hey, there's another bow tie. And an opal chariot. Alright, so... We're just killing it on gear here.
Sorry to please have a bottle.
Here you go, here's the tail. I don't know what you're gonna do with this, but here.
But here, you have to hold on to it for the next 5 hours or so.
Actually, Chime might conceivably be worse.
Oh. Chime would be pretty bad.
Jackpot!
How about that, Ruby? No. Oh.
But you know what? It's magic. You know, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully he gets better rolls out of it than I do in 90%. In all seriousness, Lit 2 is good enough to carry you for a good chunk of the game. With a couple of silver swords, those gingers could be doing work too.
Yeah, this would be a good group to use a Thor hammer against, I think. Alright, Silver Sword?
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey, we finally did it. The silver axes are super cheap, too.
Now the real question, does he remember that pro rings are really cheap in Provoker?
Nope. Nope, but we got Iron Shield, so
That's
we're
basically the
getting
same
there.
thing, right?
We're getting there. We've got Iron Shields that we haven't equipped yet.
I mean, half the absorb, no death protection, but fraction of the cost, you get what you pay for.
I don't know, there's just so much running on the part of both parties.
I
If you're
don't
gonna
understand.
do this, you just have to kill everything, right?
I mean, you have to kill everything all the time anyway, but yeah. Especially with melee heavy party, like the only thing that's gonna deal damage are your levels and your stats. You're essentially fighting a war of attrition against absolutely everything you're taking on, so you need all the help you can get. Get those kills and get some levels. Get more hits.
Alright, so here we are at Scenic Ordeals. And hopefully some levels are gotten here.
Level 4 ordeals with no gear. It's, that should be fun.
It's a good ambush on these catmen, though. And, well, they know what you've been using, so...
Yeah, Thundercats are, yeah.
I also feel kind of bad about the Thor hammer being on the person in the front slot.
Not where I would place it myself, but...
Alright, round 2.
And still, with running from prime target for that Thor hammer. Like, those mummies would most likely go down in one cast.
Yeah, and they're probably going to be single hitting even if they don't, so it's something that you could just trade heal potions for experience, which, yes, I will take that any time of day.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that's rude. Oh, alright.
Boy.
Well, I mean, at least he knows the route, right?
Yep. He also knows that there's a lot of nasty up there.
He knew the
Well,
route.
he theoretically knows the route. Or eventually, even if you just play a practice seat or whatever, you get so many.
So very, very close.
Well, sees the gargoyles and remembers that, hey, healing up my party might be a good idea.
Oh, we've got Will doing the marsh dive now.
What do you do? Just hit it with a stick. Hit it with a stick. Get like 3 levels out of it because you're level 5. Oh, Elastoid, what are you doing? Why do you keep running? I don't.
The eye tiles are on the corner any second now. I know it. See, he found a Masmew. Now he can kill. Now he can kill anything. It doesn't matter that you could have been level 12 by now.
Yeah. Hey, heard you like your fetch quest. They haven't worked out too great for Elastoid so far.
No, they haven't. And you know what? He's gonna go do it anyway. This time, for sure.
Yeah. I believe there's a term for it.
Oh, this is disgusting. Can you get the first turner? Oh
dude. So, this ordeal's dive has been sponsored by Luck. Holy crap!
Oh my brain.
I don't yeah. I don't even.
Alright, so this is kind of a big advantage for Elastoid, provided he stops running from things.
I mean,
Just hit stuff.
yeah.
Alright, so we're probably gonna find out what the TNT is since he's up here anyway. Or is he gonna finish? What are you doing, buddy?
I don't.
I have to know what's in the bottom of Marsh. No, he's gonna walk up there instead of sailing. Okay.
I mean, he's already seen the credits. Might as well take advantage of it.
Hey, we found Ice 2 again. I don't know, maybe he's gonna reset out if he finds like a cabin. I mean, it's not gonna be. You found all the dead items already.
It could be a slab. Could be a bottle. Could be a child.
Yeah, there you go. I feel real bad about this.
He
He's not even
resets
gonna
though.
do it. Yeah.
I mean, he's got the chime in the cube. Could go kill Tiamat at level 5.
Yeah, maybe we'll find a Bane sword somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright, so Will had him. Did he get the canal? Yeah, he had a much easier time.
Yeah, well, he had the ribbon already, so stop not as big of an issue for him, and he has a couple of extra levels. They're still absurdly low, but
So yeah, with the Masmian, you get some levels maybe in Volcano, because there's another incentive in there.
well, we know that Will's gonna pick up the mass mutant himself too. Because ordeal's gonna be required, and I highly doubt he's gonna walk 3 steps from a bunch of chests and not open for it.
Yeah. Alright, Elastoid, where are you going? Volcano? Will is gonna turn in this ruby and be just as excited. Nope, we're going to Ice Cave. Alright.
Nope,
We're going to provoke.
Might be going to pop with that mass mutant.
Get some pro rings, maybe?
I don't even.
Yeah, pro rings!
Uh,
What,
I
more
did
silver swords?
silver swords that he already bought? What the? I... You know, if you'd whacked one encounter with a stick, you would have made up all that money you just made by selling stuff for 6 years.
This is the greatest match in FFR history.
Alright, at 38 minutes, somebody finally bought a 4,000 gold pro ring.
Will's got a couple in his inventory too.
Ah!
But while you're in town, who needs to top off the heal potions?
Yeah, we're only going to Ice Cave and Volcano. What could possibly go wrong with 27 heal potions?
Oh, there we go. We have the Earth 1 check, and we're going to look at a bunch of tiles. Without having the Mazman. So. Alright, fire hydrants. This is actually not bad. Yeah.
It's a pretty tasty one, yeah. Especially with that Thor's hammer he just picked up from Zeus Cave.
Alright. Welcome to Nice Cave.
Here, have an ambush.
Put the thieves in the front slot. Do you dare go any further, Will? No, I think the hydras are good enough.
I mean, I'd be happy with the Hydra.
Yeah, because you take one extra step and there's the iron goal. Alright, now on the mage tile we have your friends.
So many underleveled trap tile checks, I don't really... Alright, so at 40 minutes and 30 seconds, one of our runners has finally reached double digits in levels.
Yeehaw!
That is way too nice of a trap tile for that one.
Holy cow, the mage tile is forcing Elastoid to make the right decision. Oh, we're creeping up on double digits.
Yeah.
Oh,
this should do it.
Alright, and with that extra HP, now I can actually eat another tile. And we'll see what this is. Ooh. Ooh. Good timing.
That's a straight I'm noping out of that one. I don't care what's on the left. I'm not taking that fight again.
Yeah, Elastoid's gonna open in the left chest.
Oh, that's
I
not
like
gonna
that, though.
make a difference.
I just gotta run. Oh, they had poison touch too.
As if hitting for 200 wasn't enough.
Yeah, so Will is just, I don't know. At this point, he's just eating sandwiches. Hey, one enemy and you have a Masmian. Nah.
No, Will doesn't have a Masmian though.
Oh, there's loose loot. All right.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, then now we're in go mode.
We're still looking for Oxyel, are we?
Well, I mean, we don't have to open any more loose chests, even though that's exactly what Elastoid's gonna do. Hey, we found the katana too, and Will found the sandwich consumption station. All right. I think we're good. Just gonna hang out here for a while. No big deal. But yeah, that's kind of a disgusting single or two-man grind tile.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. They're usually very weak, and pretty good chunk of XP out of those guys.
Yeah, they also tend to not hit very hard. Yeah, in vanilla they like using crack, but
Most of the really scary vanilla enemies aren't quite as scary anymore.
yeah, now everything else is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the legendary Peds. We're gonna take this one. It's tradition.
Let's run away for 4 times the XP value, but hey, let's kill some peas.
Hey, there's a bottle. Alright. So, if Floater ends up in Waterfall, I'm gonna laugh so hard, because I always tell Elastoid it's there. And he always tells me it's there.
Well, it could still be in the volcano, couldn't it?
Yeah. But I suspect we'll see a volcano check pretty soon.
Well, he's got to go through the motions of dying to the Mad Cats, dying to the Frost Gators.
He's gonna Thor hammer and a Masmian, he's fine.
Yeah.
And a ribbon. And there's another ribbon in there, right?
Yeah. There was a ribbon down there in the, bottom left chest of armory, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe he just skips the tiles, which would be good.
We have not seen a vendor item yet, no. Could still be Caravan or Anorak, too.
Oh, don't run from that, Will, no! Alright, so Will on his way to pick up the Masmian. Alright, Elastoid, don't do it.
Oh no. Oh, yeah. Well, he got an outrageous amount of Medusas, so he might be in better shape than Will was.
Yeah, as long as the Thor hammer goes off, you should be okay.
Yeah. It's not gonna do much against those Mad Cats, but it's probably gonna one-shot all of those. Yep.
Yeah, so once again, Elastoid forced to take experience. And those are some bad men. Maybe we should not look at that tile. I know Will is just like, where can I get some more levels? And the answer is on the two
Everywhere.
salmon tile.
The correct answer is just kill stuff instead of running away, but I
I wonder if they're doing this on purpose. Like, they knew that you were going to be on this broadcast. They're just like, what can we do to make Artea go crazy?
yeah, let's get the vein in his temple pulsing here.
Alright, not even going to save, just diving right down to the second floor.
This would go a whole lot faster if you just use that bottle to fix your inventory, Elastoid.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, makes it out pretty okay. Yeah, double ribbon's gonna help out a little bit with that.
It's pretty solid. Oh, well, we're gonna check these. It's a professional looking cape.
Are my eyes deceiving me?
Is that a whole day?
Is that a whole day on a runnable encounter?
What?
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's
100% on purpose. It has to be. So Elastoid found an ice cave, while Will has not been to ice cave yet. And yeah, Artea is currently manipulating his inventory right now by cracking open the bottle. Ole! Yeah!
nice. We're seeing some advanced strategy out of Elastoid here.
And we also have a light axe as well, which is a modest upgrade.
Yeah, not a huge upgrade over a Silver Sword, but it is an upgrade. And, well, would have been useful for an Ice Cave dive, but been there already. And
Yeah, I
now
mean,
he's...
maybe you can use it in Marsh. Wait. Or, no, Ordeals. Wait.
Yeah, and
Hey, we found Vorpal Baby! Free seed!
oh, hey, Will picking up another fetch quest item. Form of
Just
crown
gotta
and waterfall.
Just shove the robot around a little bit.
Yeah.
Give him the old what for.
So, there's your group 8s on the Elastoid side. We're seeing an outrageous amount of red Ds out of that floor.
And Elastoid getting pummeled, so clearly not red D for this.
You've just earned yourself a deflating tire, good sir.
Alright, second opal shield. And yeah, the dead black belt on the Elastoid side is doing a pretty good job of being a shirt rack, so hats off.
Yeah.
Hey, it's two Grey Worms.
I mean,
Oh,
he's done
no.
a pretty good job of not soaking up all that XP that Elastoid has not been getting, so... Alright, we might get a look at the incentive chest.
Yeah, feel that. Oh no, there's more to multiplying. It's a Hydra.
Should have killed those other ones.
Oh, please.
Oh, thank you.
Well, they roll higher than they usually do, but I mean, they're dead this turn.
Those Barilisks on Will's side are also pretty good. Alright, well, we've found everything except the slab.
Yeah, fetch quest. Alright, we had just enough heal potions to... Don't... Yeah, I was gonna say, don't put it into the thief, no! Oh, no.
Why? Just swing.
He's got the Thor hammer, I'll do more damage.
Just swing. I think those 17... Well...
Team Rocket! Oh, power gauntlet. Alright. And white shirt. And yeah, this seems like this will be trivial.
It would probably be over if he just swung and used the Thor hammer instead of buffing. But you're swinging Mass Immune against carry 1. You don't need the buff, buddy. Just whack her. You're hitting for 350. Just keep. I swear they're doing this on purpose.
Oh no, it's 2 hits for 320.
Better use another one. And after 76 rounds of buffing, she's finally using stuff that's dangerous because the fight's been dragged on for so long.
55 minutes, we got an orb.
Alright.
We got 2 orbs because we got a crystal too. It was a double orb dungeon. Alright, so this is a perfect opportunity for Elastoid to go back and get a chime. And also buy, just buy houses.
Yeah. I didn't see if Will checked Caravan while he was out in the waterfall.
I don't know either. Alright, King Hat turns into Floater. Alright, so it wasn't Waterfall. Good times. So that's going to allow Will to take a bit of a lead here.
Well, opens up a couple of extra places for some gear if he feels like he needs it.
Yeah, it's just the question is, when is he going to do Ice Cave? Because that's going to give him all the information he needs to just step on the gas.
I guess that's going to depend on how confident he feels in his ridiculously underleveled party about tackling Sky Castle. Or, well, we haven't found the Oxyale yet, so that's still up in the air as well.
Can't be up in the air. There's no there's no incentive location in the sky this week. Here, take this tail. Here, take this cube. Oh, Will doing the double delivery here. And I wonder if Elastoid's ever going to go back. Like, this would be a pretty good time, I think, to go talk to some dwarves. Maybe he just wants to route it in with a post key check.
Key check.
I don't know. I just take the levels at this point. I think you're doing pretty good on gear. The only thing, you're gonna get the Warple for free, so yeah, this works out pretty well. All right, and we have a sale item still outstanding. So, but hang on a second. Have I seen this armor shop before? I could buy bucklers. Yeah.
Hey, steel armor is pretty good.
Yeah, steel armor is real good to get right now. Alright, at least it wasn't max price, because that would have felt bad.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no, that's true. Will has not gone to the ice cave yet, so he doesn't have his bottle.
So there's going to be a lot of other stuff that's going on right now, and he's probably going to, try to dig for the tail and just not get it.
I mean, you got a rod, you're already there, you might as well just go kill the Lich.
Alright. We have Elastoid going into the waterfall at last. So things are starting to move. We've got Will going into Ice Cave. Alright, so this is gonna kind of bring all the information, up to parity here.
Yep, except Will has already turned in his floater and is already in the air, so while Blaster's doing a little slightly slower dungeon, Will's in a better position on that front, because he didn't have to sail across the world again. So, I mean, yes, Elastoid has an orblet, but Will is right next to it, can just fly down and dive straight down to carry if he so wishes. He's already opened most of the chests in the volcano that matter.
Yeah, I guess the biggest difference is how long does it take Will to clear Volcano versus Elastoid kind of catching up on levels.
Yeah. That'll depend on how many unrunnables Elastoid gets.
I mean, he just killed the gas dragon. Like, holy cow.
Oh, what are you? Oh, Elastoid, please.
He just hit level 18. Maybe he's trying to do something clever to avoid losing a spell charge. I don't like it.
No. No. You're gonna reach comically absurd levels anyway. You still have Sky Castle to go to.
Yeah, you're also going to be swinging Maspian, Vorpal, and Katana. So
Swap that Whirlpool for an X-Gal, and I'm with you there.
no, I mean, it's just one of those situations where I don't think Alessa's going to open too many chests that, aren't greed chests.
I mean, in an ideal world, the thief has been dead for 63 minutes, but unfortunately that wasn't his decision.
Alright. Now Will has to take this fight. We can actually get through it much quicker. Alright, so Elastoid has the King Hat. Time to drop that off.
The King Hat.
Yeah. It's not like there's a word for it in the English language.
Nah. Big old pointy metal circle.
Oh,
Alright.
there we go. Loots the chest. Now are you going to look at the tile? Sure are. I cannot wait to talk to Elastoid.
Probably gonna come in here and be like, I knew it!
I mean, given how the seed has gone for the first 40 minutes, I can't wait to talk to either of them.
So I heard you like running.
Alright, we're off. Time to drop that bottle off.
Finally gonna find out what was hiding in there.
As Will gets the bottle. Oh, steel. The wheels are turning. Here we go, steel armor, heck yeah.
I mean, at that price, it's a steal.
It's a shame the thief can't wear it, though.
I mean, there are a lot of things shameful about a thief, I'll give you that.
Yeah. I mean, this thief can't even steal, though. FF1 thieves are terrible.
They really are. The only thing they've got going for them is the blue hair.
All right, let's check some more chests. What are we looking for? Defense or X-Cal.
Excal, third ribbon.
Armor.
I don't know why you'd be wasting your time looking for a defense sword if you don't even know if you can cast ruse yet, but...
I mean, we don't even know what the black magic is.
That's fair.
Just the first 20 minutes, it's just everyone running past magic shops. I'm sure someday we'll know this.
Maybe one day we're going to see something like slow stun. Maybe
Unless
sleep.
that's part of the gentleman's agreement too, and it's just straight up no magic. I mean, who knows?
I don't know. That's one part they didn't mention.
Alright, Toga Party time. There's the key. And Elastoid is going to promote and equip all this, I don't know, slightly better weapons.
Yeah, Opal Shield is a fair bit more than slightly better than Silver. Not sure the Warple's an upgrade on that Iron Hammer, though. Ugh.
I mean, it's no Silver Hammer. You can kill Chaos with that.
Yep, it's been done. Took 23 minutes, but it was done.
Alright, now the Pro Cape is completely useless. And Will is just gonna go to the air. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, he's there. He can do it. Strictly speaking, he's got mags and a ribbon. He doesn't need the class change. Oh, that is tasty. Good old pack of red D's in the guarding the teleporter to Sky Castle. So if ever you wanted XP, now's a pretty good time to take it, although that stun touch might make you want to reconsider.
Alright, meanwhile we have an on-rack trip. So, I guess Elastoid's just going to check some more greed chests on the way through here.
Not sure how that 400 health is going to go against Kraken, though.
It's fine, the thief's good at dodging. Question in chat, where was the key? The key was the slab turning. Alright, so in hour 10, and we're about to light our second orbs here. Will is just blazing through Sky, while Elastoid is checking some of the greed chests here, and just playing with some sea snake. And Will also gets ambushed by a pack of fire hydrants that are, I don't know, are these guys going to be runnable? No, but they're going to be delicious. Yeah, Katana doing some pretty good work as well. We have no idea what the black magic is outside of level 2, where it's just awful. And no idea what the magic is at level 1 or 3 for anybody. But yeah, those promotion weapons are doing a lot more work, and yeah, I don't know if Elastoid's going to feel the need to grind after this. I don't think Will has that need, because he found those tiles early and is just stacking up experience now. Man-cat group, not so fun to deal with, though. And there's Ultras. And we're gonna power Gauntlet and White Shirt instead of just swinging, which is an interesting move. There's 163, and that White Shirt may have helped that thief survive. But if Kraken is pretty punchy, this could be a dicey matchup. Ice 2, exactly what you want to see. Yeah, and Elastoid's just going to throw some more White Shirts out just to try to play it safe. Alright, well, the White Shirt caster just got real drowsy, so it's going to be back to whole day strats. Will checking some green chests, finds a heal helmet, and not much else. Slow, fortunately, missing the ribbon wear. And some seafood soup fire too, coming back from Kraken here. Another White Shirt. So this is getting progressively safer for Elastoid, and doesn't even need that next White Shirt cast. Just level 20 across the board for everybody. So a little light on levels, but he's got 2 orbs lit. And probably could use some more houses. And yeah, looking at his inventory, that seems like a pretty good move. Maybe some heal potions too. Alright. Are we going to see a War Mech today? Because that might be fun. Especially if it's unrunnable. It's a lot of good experience there. But it might not be a good experience for Will. Not the same. Alright, so here comes the slab translation. Elastoid's going to knock that out and probably head up to air. Yeah, fighters for Will. That's pretty good.
That is definitely a tasty fight to take. Not sure I'd be ballsy enough to take on War Mech with this comp, though.
Yeah, that's why I was saying if it would have to be unrunnable, because I would just, you know, do the whole 180 and get out of
it. Apply tried and true escaping methods.
Yeah.
If you got a fast charge in the bank, though, it's a great way to get a handful of levels on your entire party.
Yeah, but so far nobody seems to be, you know, terribly interested in checking those spells out. So
Well, they haven't been taking that many fights to get charges out of them either, so.
Alright, there's whole day for Tia. And yeah, there's no power gauntlet on that character. So here we go. Hey, you're fine. That is a flame sword, however, you are not fine. Oh, well, Elastoid finds the sandwiches. So that's good information.
Good place to pick up some spell charges if he wants them.
Might come back for them later.
Yeah.
Sky floor 2 is also a pretty good place to pick up charges.
Sky 2 is a very good place to pick up a lot of things, yes. So now, if that mass immune was on a fighter instead of that thief, Tiamat probably be dead by now.
Yeah, the calculation for damage versus absorb is just straight subtraction. So you really want to load up the strength, and well, the thief not so strong.
Not so strong. Does catch up a little bit near the tail end, he gets a ton of forced strength upgrades at the tail end of his leveling curves. So like from the 30s to 30 to 50. But his base strength is awful, and his early strength growth is absolutely horrible. Not to mention it's just the hit percentage discrepancy between a thief and a fighter. Like the thief just has nothing going for him. It's just very, very bad whenever it comes to anything combat related.
Alright, we're finally looking at some magic, and we got Lit 3 and Saber. So maybe the gentleman's agreement is off. That dastardly Elastoid. Alright, white magic, we have life. Okay. Alright, we're good.
That is some pretty tasty white magic. Black magic, not so much. Zap at level 1, really fun. Not so much when you're this late in the game.
Yeah, I think if the white shirt is your only source of evasion, and you don't really have any way to buff, then Life 2 is going to play a huge role.
Absolutely.
It's already going to play a huge role. Hey, there's Life.
Hey, there's infinite meat shields for everything you could possibly want in Temple of Fiends.
Yeah, no, that's pretty great. The black belts also count as evasion stacks. He's not going to check level 2 because he already did, and it's terrible. But I don't know if we saw level 3 yet. Oh, we must have. Alright. Well, life's good enough.
Well, we've got level 3 and level 4. Knights can only cast up to level 3, but Ninja gets up to level 4, so...
Alright, Elastoid's gonna get that key and then head up to Sky. And then I don't know what Elastoid's level target is at this point. 24 feels pretty good to get that extra hit. You can definitely get that just punching things on the way up.
Like, say, being forced to punch a red D.
Or 3 of them on that tile.
That would be even better, yeah.
Alright, meanwhile, Will is gonna be forced to punch some more red Ds. Oh no, it's the Saurian, that's right. These guys are pretty good too.
Yeah. Choosing to kill these despite running away from the ones outside of ordeals.
I think that might have just been one of those reaction time things, like, I should have done that.
Yeah.
No, come back, sorry.
Come back, XP. I didn't mean it.
Alright, well, Elastoid is now gonna... She's got 90 heal potions. That feels bad. Alright, well, Bite then doesn't work that way. Just use one and buy another stack. Alright, so... Here comes Scary, and there goes Scary.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was a lot of damage. Yeah. Oh, not so much anymore.
No, but she had nothing particularly scary until the tail end of her her skill list, so...
Alright, well, there's the crits. Alright, second orb lit for Will. The last one is just chunking everything in here now, so it's gonna be pretty good for experience. there is your tail that you have been waiting for. And yeah, these guys have lit 3, so that's not so fun. The wings are much better with stake.
They are, though if you swing your sword at them, they'll probably die before casting.
Alright, well, Elastoid sauntering up to the buffet. So,
That's pretty good, especially if you can get the thief killed off.
I feel like that's definitely the way to go. You've got one of those guys, and you just need to get some levels into the fight as fast as possible.
You've got a bajillion charges of life, so I mean, there's even if your goal is to have a third person that can run away for Temple of Fiends and the 76,000 unrunnables you're going to run into there.
Paralysis touch. This is suddenly not so good, but hey, you know where the sandworms are.
Not so good when you're sitting on 150 HP now.
And also when you just start wanting with the Mazmut.
Yeah, doesn't feel too good.
Alright. Turn order? Nope. Turn order?
Nope.
Nope. Nope. This is looking
That's
real bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a really tasty encounter to use Bane or Brack on though.
So yeah, that was kind of insane how badly the Moon missed in that fight. But yeah, the sandwiches definitely are going to be a lot easier. Just kill the thief.
Sandwiches are the 4 red hydras. Either's fine, really. Alright, if you're feeling adventurous, you can try to find a T-Rex outside.
Ah, steak to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, suddenly the Red turned Frost Dragons. I don't know how.
I mean, combat in this game is just so incredibly swingy.
Or not swinging in the last case.
I said swing, I never said you'd be hitting anything.
Alright, he's still going for the... Alright, with 3 people on the same target. I don't know. If this is going to play it, I definitely the sandwiches a little more. Maybe just to get the thief killed.
Yeah, at least split it up between 2 or something.
I mean, at this point, you're good. The pack of Badmen will just knock that thief off in no time.
They'll probably do that even if it's at full health, so... I don't know about you, when I see a 9-pack of Batman, all I see is 6 heal potions gone, 6 heal potions gone, 6...
That's 25 menu inputs I'll never get.
Yep. 3 seconds of menu input. 3 seconds of potion, rather.
Alright, we'll find some hot dogs.
If you ever plan on running this game vanilla, I hope you enjoy shot music.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
I really don't understand why he's keeping that thief up at this point. It's just soaking up so much XP that is not gonna matter on it.
There, man. But that fumble at the last grind is gonna let Will catch up in kind of a big way here.
For sure. Will's level is also looking pretty tasty compared to Elastoid.
Is it happening?
It's about 3 more, which it doesn't sound like much, but it's about 5 fights from Elastoid. Which at this rate, Elastoid's not gonna have the heal potions to make it to DM at.
Oh, and down goes the thief. Yeah, we did it. All right.
Finally. Now don't do it. Don't cast life too.
I mean, he took the armor off, so I think this might be planned.
I don't know about you, but 40 heal potions going through the entirety of Sky Castle is not something I'm particularly comfortable with.
He'll be fine as long as he doesn't open any chests. Or at least if he's gonna open chests, just limit it to this floor.
So far, Encounter's being fortunate.
Yeah, because Mancats and Medusas would be real annoying.
Yeah. Who doesn't like stun touch? Speaking of,
Oh, here we go. Hope you move that Thor hammer.
that was a pretty good roll on the amount of enemies, though.
A good roll on that Vorpal hit, though. We're gonna be hearing that a lot.
I mean, most of that damage is just coming from base stats off the fighter.
Occasionally you get twice as much.
Occasionally.
He's getting some nice real gift wrapped encounters here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the greed is not he's not being made to pay for it.
Might pay for it on the bridge. Oh. Where are these encounters for me whenever I'm on Sky 3?
Yeah, it's always Mancats.
It's
or
always
Wolfbands.
Medcats. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Whizvamps, but there's only 2 of them, so it's actually not so bad.
They can hit absurdly hard though, so you always want to be, always have a healthy dose of respect for these guys.
Yeah. It's not only can, they usually do. Now, do we get the thief back for Warmack Bridge? Inquiring minds want to know. Nope, more fire hydrants.
Yep.
And yeah, Will has lit another orb. Has a little bit of housekeeping to do as far as magic goes, and then we'll be ready to dive Earth. Oh, where's my mage staff?
Oh. Last would get in all the good encounters.
Well, not so much.
Yeah. If you got a nuke charge to throw, it's an outrageous amount of XP for all of those guys.
Yeah.
Not so much if all you're doing is holding A and praying. Hey, so really, just swing.
Hey, it's Bowser.
Stop buffing and swing.
He really just wants to get that one-shot victory.
It's gonna take 5 rounds before that evasion does anything. So just swing.
There we go. 5 for 6 was 7.
There we go.
All right, we're in there. Level 28 too, so worked out pretty okay.
Yeah.
You definitely would have liked to be, level like 30 plus on both those guys.
I would like to see the thief not res until about carry, but that's me.
Yeah, it's fine. The thief's just gonna soak damage at that point anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the thief living as long as he doesn't use any heal potions. Heal potions, buddy.
Yeah. 24 ain't gonna cut it.
My dude. All right, thank you.
Don't you think I've had enough heart failure for one day? Nope, can't do that here.
Where you got a key check for no reason? Oh, please let the defense throw me in here. Maybe he's gonna get another cabin and mess up his inventory some more.
Well, you know he's gonna open the validation chests and get a cabin out of it.
Alright, well, we did that. Yeehaw.
Oh, dear lord.
You never know, maybe he finds the third ribbon.
Sure. I'm not sure why it matters, but sure.
Yeah, maybe he finds the barbarian sword.
Judgment staff.
Yeah, Elastoid with about the half a dungeon lead here, so here we go. First in the Temple of Fiends. And Will is first to the subway on floor 3.
That dragon encounter would have been a pretty tasty source of XP too.
Oh yeah, gotta equip that stuff. The thief back to being the shirt rack, and all is right with the world. Hey, Will's gonna just eat some more sandwiches. I'm pretty hungry.
So, last time moving the power gauntlet around, spending about as much time as he would potentially be saved by having in the first slot.
Alright, forced to get experience again.
He might realize how delicious these guys are.
Yeah, the mages were made of paper. Mage Fighter was a real good tile to find.
Yeah.
Did not exist though. Alright, here's the cabin. Let's see it. Oh.
Denied. That's okay. We got 3 more chests in here.
I was gonna say maybe he opens one on the carry floor.
Oh, that is not very nice.
No, that's pretty rude.
Yeah, it's about as rude as vanilla.
Yeah, that is true. Ah, look at that thief soak damage. Bam, there we go. That crit. You don't have to heal that. Nope, nope. What do you do? Ah! Alright.
He's just gonna die again.
I mean, at that point, just use life 1. Don't even heal him. Put him in a back row. Wow, it's kind of gross.
Yeah. They'd all be dead if you just swung a sword at them, but... Yeah.
Oh, he is planning on using life 2 to just save heal potions. Alright, meanwhile we have Lich. So yeah, things not going so well on the old pre-Earth floor.
I always like running into a bunch of worms there, but the Frosties are pretty annoying.
Yeah. The Chimeras also have an annoying amount of health most of the time.
You don't see them on that floor, though.
Oh, that's right. They're Group 7 on the other one, right?
Yep. Yeah, and on that one it's just 4 Chimeras.
Yeah, that one is not so fun. Alright, so we have, we're not healing going into the Lich fight, and there's a giant tornado that just knocks down one of the fighters.
And again, we're not getting punished for doing some questionable things.
Alright, are we not healing the guy in the back row? Oh, we are. Okay.
Well, Edge is almost out of life 2 charges, because they all went onto the useful thief.
Alright, meanwhile, more thunder, and Will is just going to punch his way out of this. Hey, more red Ds.
The seed is determined to give Elastoid levels. Fighting like this, no buff spells, you kind of want a nice HP buffer on the gingers.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's Inferno. Good thing there was an ice shield. Oh, alright. So that carry really was a paper cutout.
The last one having a bit of trouble finding the door there.
Somebody waxed the floor, man. Alright, I think this is when you just burn a life 1 charge on Puff and throw him in the front row.
Yep, but apparently not.
Nope. Alright. Oh, we'll be fine.
Let's just cast it in combat, that's gonna work, right?
Alright, so that was actually surprising damage from the Vorpal. So, yeah, you may just want to swing at this point. Wow, no absorb.
That 700 was mags. Massive, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
No, that's what I mean, but like the Vorpal doing 240 means, yeah, Nazmune, you don't need to buff it anymore. It's just gonna, it'll do the job.
Yeah. No, Elastoid can't run from that one either. Take the tasty experience already.
This is such a good fight, too.
It is insane. Throw a nice Ice 3 in there, and yeah, you're home free. Collect your 8,000 XP.
It's crazy how often the Nightmares roll kind of lowish HP, too, so even a couple Ice 2s do the job.
Yeah, you can get... Sometimes you can get some pretty good Ice 2 rolls that just one-shot them. Like, one cast of Ice 2, just a Black Shirt is good enough. Kind of like Green Medusa's and either a Mage Staff or Thor's Hammer. Just Fire 2 will completely murder them, and sometimes Lit 2 is enough.
Alright, next round. It's Bowser. Two for 34. What?
So far, nothing hitting very hard in double defeats.
Buh.
Yeah, no, I don't even. I have opinions about the number of hits coming from Tiamat and the damage of said hits. 'Cause it seems every time I fight her, it's always 6 times that amount.
Alright, well,
Oh,
there's the
that
Inferno
is.
out of Gary. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's no good.
there's a
Run.
trance out of the air elementals.
More experience. Ah, that's a nice amount of damage onto that evil man. Alright, we got level 30. Oh, more fights. Alright, in the waxed floor did not cost him. Bring back the puff.
Oh, please do it at least once. Nope.
Nope. Here we go. Hans Gruber. And we got Temper and Power Gauntlet. So that's what you got the buffs for. And yeah, it doesn't hit very much, but when he does, he hits hard. So typical chaos. The white shirt should shave off some damage, but I think you gotta go swinging now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of dodgy too. That's no good.
What is even the point keeping the ninja alive at this point?
I don't know, but Will's sneaking up.
Will is in
he
pretty
is
good
on the
shape.
chaos fight as well too, and you know the buffs have not been laid down. Oh, here we go. Throws that.
Good old 3256. Oh,
There's a nuke, and
that.
yeah, you got to swing, buddy. All day.
Whole
There's
day
his,
and pray. Oh, dude, Cure 3 is not gonna help you, buddy.
He's trying to get out of second nuke range. I think you're already toast if that happens, though. There's a Brack. Nope. Will play into his outs. He doesn't know it yet. And unfortunately, that Vorpal's not doing anything. Their second nuke.
And Elastoid takes death.
Wow, this is yeah. Will is about to take that.
Yeah.
He's about to get chunked too.
Unless you can find a nice RNG loop, but good luck with that one, Will.
All right, so Elastoid's gonna go eat some sandwiches, I think.
He's gonna need all the Wheaties right now. I'm not sure sandwiches are the best option available, but
All right, there's fire too, so it's coming.
he's chunking away pretty well though.
Yeah, he's on borrowed time though. There goes the thief. Gets crit through all of the evasion, and you're gonna get hit through all the evasion too.
Oh,
Oh boy. When is it gonna happen?
holding A and praying. That is not a loop. That is death.
No. And yeah, so what are the options here? Will is gonna go back in. And Elastoid is going to look for a better tile. I don't know. Sandwiches, I think, were pretty tasty.
Well, you can get a pretty outrageous amount of levels just killing everything as you go down to chaos. So kill off the thief, have 2 gingers, or maybe just the one with the massive. Your choice, just to get some much higher max HP. Or then you have an absurd amount of life charges. So I mean, you can just rest them back up for fiend fights and use them as meat shields. It's pretty much all they're good for anyway.
Alright, so Elastoid's going to check the other tiles, and maybe they'll be better at killing the thief off.
I mean, Elastoid also has the options of just powering up a black belt to a comically absurd number of hits.
I think at this point, with the time invested, just go for the fighters. Oh, he's going to solo level 1 fighter, it looks like.
But keeping thief up for some reason. Now that would be a really tasty encounter if he had a mage staff.
Alright, but back to the fire hydrants. And Will's going to take another shot at this, so... I don't know, just the evasion and the HP on Chaos just seemed pretty brutal. That, you know, you had a pretty ideal setup and it wasn't going to work. Let's crit our way through this.
Yeah. Let's fucking take out him, folks.
I mean, this is pretty good for killing off a fighter, though, because let's be real, they don't like dying.
No, they do not. Unlike their Dragon Quest counterparts, these guys will bash your head and not run away.
Alright, there goes the thief.
Alright.
And
only took 110 minutes, but he finally realized the best use for a thief. I'm not 100% on Earth Cave trap tiles, but wouldn't it be better to just alternate between top and down instead of moving right to left like he was doing?
Yeah, either a lapse of judgment or he was just gonna kill the thief off and go eat sandwiches, and that looks like what he's gonna do.
Alright. Yep, might want to put Puff in the first slot there.
Yeah, you need some worm bait. They're cowards without crack. Alright, Will, meanwhile, eating a bunch of thunders is now down to 54 heal potions before even seeing any of the fiend floors, which is not a good feeling.
No, it's not.
Especially when we know Tornado and Inferno are both queued up.
And especially as you're approaching the floor of massive owl in the form of multiple earths and golems. Earth floor is not as bad as the sea floor, but it is still pretty long with a lot of potentially nasty physical damage.
Alright, well, now Alesta has to deal with some snakes. Who aren't going to run because it's Puff in the front. So 35 is the next hit on the Masmoon, and also a huge chunk of experience. I don't know how far Elastoid's going to go on this.
I mean, you can easily get 35 just going down Temple of Fiends like Will is doing. not as likely if you've got the thief soaking up all those tasty fights, but it's certainly possible.
Yeah, that's so that is the destination is 35. Then we're gonna try this again.
35 on
And
fighters gives you a nice healthy chunk of HP. I'd prefer higher myself, but then I wouldn't be throwing away so much XP on so many characters for so long either. Yeah, it's a tough call when you're that late. Like, you're 2 hours in. You know your opponent's in Temple of Fiends too, and probably bang his head against the same wall you are. Right now, your early game decisions are coming into play. If you choose to run around with a bunch of people, then you're going to be severely underleveled for what you got to face.
all right, so into the Kraken fight, who was spectacularly underwhelming. And yeah, there we go.
Where has that squid been all my life?
I don't even get Kraken ones that are that nice.
I don't know, double link is always pretty fun.
Alright, Elastoid, guess what? You're gonna get more levels.
And we're also walking up on a severely disappointing Tiamat too. Ooh.
Sorry, buddy, you ran into the wrong party.
That could have been nasty if he'd gotten a melee hit off with Will's potion count not looking too hot.
I mean, I think the only thing Will has to worry about is the vampire pack at this point. Even Tiamat is just...
Well, the heirs do have trance, so that can always be a nasty surprise. Now, with those high levels, it's unlikely that everybody's going to get hit, but it is certainly a possibility.
Alright, bringing back the other thief for no reason.
Oh, no, you might get Lucky Zap off. Or, you should be casting Temper, but...
It doesn't have temper, it looks like.
Oh, he had a spell in the third
It's got the
slot.
power gauntlet.
I mean, there's Hail Mary and there's Hail Mary here. Why are you casting Brack instead of Temper? Will, what are you doing?
3256 of the time, it works all the time. 8 damage. Oh boy. Yeah, and this is where the double nuke comes into play. Just you do not have the HP totals for this on the thief.
I mean, do you really expect to field a thief and have him survive?
Alright, well, Elastoid getting more levels. Whether you want to or not. Yeah, and this is just kind of the whole day moment. So
He's like, screw that, I'm having a drink.
just just throw some heal potions down. We'll be
Now that's making me question why he didn't top up his party before fighting Chaos, but because his one of his knight had a bit of HP left to heal up.
Yeah, I feel like the tilt has been real this entire seed, and it's only getting worse. Now this Chaos seems to be content just punching and not getting hit. Yeah, meanwhile, we have Elastoid trucking through here. Just not healing at all. Just no respect for anything on these floors. Hey, look, that thief lives with 1 HP. Oh, never mind, we're good. Now you can use life too.
And just like that, Will takes down Chaos after throwing about 50 bajillion heal potions on the thief that managed to survive. And
What a crazy fight. Holy cow.
And we're joined by Will Bloodworth. GG, sir.
Oh, thank you, GG. Wow. That chaos was not fun.
So let's talk a bit about that party comp.
Sure.
What madness drove you in there?
I had a lot of fun last week with High Spirits running an all melee party, and Elastoid and I felt like, you know what, this would be a fun way to check out some new party metas, so let's do it. Let's have fun instead of stressing out, and I decided to do both stress out and have fun, so worked out.
I was kind of surprised to see you not even take a black belt, because historically you've always appreciated a good black belt grind.
Yeah, the idea here was that I didn't want to rely on a grind, and I wanted to take advantage of double casting. So if there's a good white magic or black magic spell, level 1 through 3, 1 through 4, I wanted to be able to double cast it. Life 2 may have been a difference maker here in that second chaos fight, but having one charge kind of felt bad. It just happened to work out.
Yeah, if you had checked Provoca, you would have picked up Life 1 as well.
Ah, well, oops.
Yep. Nothing interesting at level 3 as far as I remember.
No.
Really absolutely nothing interesting in terms of magic.
No.
I mean, Zap good enough to carry if you're running Black Mage, but not quite as hot when you're diving Topher.
Right. Yeah, it was just a very bad feeling, you know. It was a bad feeling having such limited magic, but like I said, everything worked out. I'm freaking lucky. I'm really happy. Elastoid is a damn good runner. Like, anybody can say what they want about the guy. Yeah, he's argumentative, but he's a damn good player. And I love the guy. I'm really glad I got the chance to do this. And he was agreeable to running a crazy party and not this, typical Jet Seed, fighter, rainbow, or 3-man or anything like that. So it was really cool.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about the choice to go for a mean brat kill over Gas and Temper on your Stealer.
Hail Mary.
All right.
It's hype. I have a bonk glove. Like, who cares? Let's just give it a shot.
I mean, there's Hail Mary, and then there's 3-256 Hail Mary.
That's true. That's true. It looks like Elastoid's probably not going to be far behind me if the IRC is any indication. So let's. Was he ahead of me? Did he wipe? He wiped?
He did.
Chaos, I'm guessing?
Yep. Double nuke.
Oh crap, I never even saw a second nuke. I did drink strats on my ninja to mitigate that, but it just never came. So I'm glad I had the intuition to be prepared for that. I'm just glad I didn't have to deal with it.
And at 2 hours and 53 seconds, Chaos goes down for Elastoid.
GG, buddy. Oh man. I didn't think I'd be 4-1, I can tell you that. I don't think anybody thought I'd be 4-1.
Joined the booth by Elastoid. GG, sir.
You're muted, sir. Elastoid, you are still muted.
So, how far ahead of you? I mean, were you when you entered Topher? That's my question.
No. I don't know. They'd have to tell you.
And I can't hear anything.
So-
I'm gonna have to do something about that. There we go.
Alright, so you were the first into Topher, but Will actually caught up to you fairly quickly by the time you took on Chaos, but you both wiped at around the same time.
I was very close to killing Chaos.
The main difference is that Will just went back down to Temple of Fiends, took some levels on the way while you went off to eat some sandwiches in Earthgate.
Sandworms, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it was our hydras and slimes were there, which was useful to kill everything off, and I just used a level 35 fighter.
Nice. I never
This
saw the
is one of
slimes.
those seeds where I should have gone black belt.
It could have got you through in the first shot, but there's no way to know, and I don't know how much time it would have taken you to get it up there. I don't regret my party comp, that's for sure.
No, I just lost too much time in the early game and couldn't make it up. Right, I spent like I was at 20 minutes. I was still levels 2, 4, and 4.
Wow, why were you so afraid of taking fights?
I mean, I could throw that question to both of you. You both had a long stretch of time early on where you were both just running away from everything. It took 40 minutes for you guys to reach double digits in level. Edge and I were just quote unquote looking at each other and just completely mind boggled.
I thought I hit like 11 or 12 around that, a little before that at least. The reason I wasn't taking early fights is because I didn't have anything to kill them with till I bought the silver swords.
Yeah, we didn't have anything in the way of weaponry early. I mean,
You
we
have
could
a short sword. You can take ogres. You can take
you can take ogres, and I wound up making that adaptation, if that's what you want to call it, at like fucking 20. Pardon my language. At 20 minutes. That was not the right play. If I had just taken those levels slightly earlier, then I'd have been a lot faster. But either way, once I had that canal, I was like, I am so behind. The only way that this works is if the floater is behind canal, right? Because that ruby gave me a Thor hammer and an opal bracelet.
Yup.
And that was just the best. So I was like, I'm definitely behind if floater is in Gurgu, right? Because I think Will's probably going to make the smart play, and that would be Gurgu. So I went to ordeals because I was like, if this is floater, then I'm ahead. If it's not, then I'm behind. It was Chime. Thank you so very much. Chime that made me cross the ocean again, so I was like, okay, so I can go down and try waterfall, right? But I'm not leveled enough for waterfall, or I can just bite the bullet, do ice cave first, because he probably will do Gurgu first. Maybe ice cave will have it, and when it didn't, I was
waterfall, man. Waterfall always has floater. It always leads to floater. I don't know what the deal is, man.
Yeah, waterfall does always lead to floater.
Yeah, I don't even know why. I don't know why I even went to ordeals first, but I'm kind of glad I did because, Masa.
Yeah, because Mass Mune.
That helped.
So, I don't know, what part did you run?
Double fighter, double thief.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would run too.
I danned one of the. I let one of the ninjas stay dead. I didn't dan it intentionally, but I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and buff these fighters and this one ninja. Let's see what we can do, and it ended up being good because I had at endgame, I had Masa, Vorpal, and Katana on my 3 characters. So it's like, well, everything's gonna freaking crit, and my levels are like low 30s.
It has to hit first.
It did on those fiend fights. Those fiends were paper.
Evade.
Yeah, but yeah, those were the difference makers. Having the ability to swing Katana and Vorpal and Masa occasionally.
What level were you when you cleared him?
Low 30s, probably.
Low 30s?
31, 32, probably. I had 3 characters alive.
Yes.
Did you have 3 or 4? Did you have 2, 3, or 4?
I had 3 characters. The first time I had 3 characters. I think the ninja was like 26 or 27, but the knights were at level 30. And then the second time it was the same levels, except the one knight was at level 35 because I needed it.
Yeah. I was afraid to go grind because I knew that there wasn't anything quick. Like, sandworms are okay. There are no 3-eye tile. There are no 4 gas dragons. They're nothing like that. So I knew it was going to take a while. I did some sandwiches in Earth Cave on Earth 3 in the trap chest tile. But I probably took like 5-6 fights there. That was it. And then I was done.
Well, definitely GG.
Likewise. Thanks for running this with me. That was a hell of a lot of fun.
I wouldn't say it was fun, at least the early game. I mean, it was a bad idea to drink right before that early game.
I would say it was probably a bad idea to drink before a match, yeah.
Well, before that early game, like later when I got out of ordeals with 1 HP, by the way, literally one character left alive with 1 HP.
Oh, nice.
That sobered me up a little bit.
I can imagine it did. That's a wake-up call. You probably would have lost 5 to 7 minutes there if you'd wiped. I'm guessing.
Oh no.
Nice job.
It was pretty crazy how you could have been punished so much worse.
Yeah. It was an inefficient game. That's kind of the nature of all melee. It's going to be inefficient no matter what, but you want to trim that down. And I don't think I did a great job of trimming down the inefficiencies. I think I did a lot of stuff horribly wrong. I ran from some fights I should have taken, took some fights I should have run from, and that's just that's why I'm not a top tier player.
I mean, at the end of the day,
so we're tied at 4-1. Do you want to just play the next round two?
If they let us, I would, but they won't.
Well, I'm gonna be careful what I say.
Do not file an arbitration for this. It's not gonna work. No. Yeah, I have a lot of. I hope we meet in brackets if we both get there. I'm assuming that we both have a really damn good chance of getting there. We're at least going to be in the play-in race, no matter what. And if we both win our next match, we're guaranteed brackets. So I hope we see you again. Hope we get to do some more of the shenanigans. And yeah, I hope we're able to get a comm team as good as Edge and Artea here for that match.
Oh yeah, can we just have people vote us into brackets against each other? Because I'm pretty sure this was a hype race to watch.
Yeah. Oh, I have a chat open. Looks like Falconic is reiterating his point that he wants me next round, and that's mutual, buddy. I will be more than happy to play you.
Falconic thinks he wants you.
No, he does. He and I are definitely have the same mind.
Could I?
You want him until he duns before you.
Go ahead, Artea.
Could I request the party for your next match?
What would that be?
Fighter Black from both of you.
Fighter Black out? Oh, you want
Black Mage.
2-man strats?
Yes, sir.
Run Artea strats?
I feel like I've done that more than Will has.
Definitely you have. I'd be willing to try it, though. Yeah, and if Falconic wants to do a solo character, I am 100% cool with that. I'll put my solo strats up against anybody in the community, name someone, I will race them solo without hesitation.
If you do a solo race, I want to commentate.
Yeah. What was that, Artea?
I'm up for you guys to go crazy solo White Mage too. I just don't want to commentate a 7-hour match.
No, you don't. Well, level 1 through 4 Fade is probably going to make that okay.
It's still only 9 charges.
That's true. Gotta find Masa and a defense sword and be okay.
You've got 5 bosses to kill.
With a defense sword, a Masa, and a Wing of Prayer, I can do anything.
Oh, I mean, with a Silver Hammer, you can eventually whittle down Chaos, so,
That's true, yeah. As long as you don't get crit first, yeah.
23 minutes later, but...
Who would do that?
Crazy people.
Yeah, more likely.
Well, I definitely learned some stuff running these melee parties.
Mm-hmm.
That hopefully, if we get to brackets, it can help me out when it comes time to draft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lot more comfortable with no magic parties now.
I'm more comfortable with fighters again. I haven't run fighters in well over a year. And last week and this week, the first time I've run fighters.
Yeah, I have high spirits to blame for this. If he hadn't given you those 2 fighters and reminded you that they were good, you might have gone 4 thieves, and I would have been fine.
Hey, I named one of my fighters 2 OP. You know where I stand on those things.
I do.
Artea calls him God for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Well, I guess I'll let you guys wrap things up here so we can do our thing.
Yeah, Edge, any final thoughts?
Just thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting us, and thanks to Hangry for doing the tracking again. Always appreciated.
Incoming. Jesus.
Yeah, I wanna thank basically everybody in this Discord with me. Thank you, WillBloodworth, for doing a crazy strats with me and giving me a chance. Like this has been a stressful tournament, but it was less stressful playing against you because like I don't mind that you beat me.
Mhm.
You know, and
Me neither.
also you also don't mind beating me. That's
Correct.
great. Also, huge thank you to Edgeworth and Artea for doing a commentator duo for this.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure this is going to be a really fun race to watch back. I'll probably do it right after I'm done drinking my sorrows.
Yeah.
And
No.
yeah, thank you to Speed Gaming and to Danny and the other members of the crew. And that's all.
Mhm. Yeah, and you guys, thank you both for commentating. I would have handpicked you if they hadn't already been handpicked for this race.
Well, it was my
And-
pleasure, sir. Can't speak for
Yeah.
Edge, but I'm sure he appreciated it too.
How dare both of you?
I'm sure we were a laugh riot. And one last thing, Falconic WillBloodworth or we riot. Make it happen. Let's do it.
Alright, on that note, thank you all for watching. Do we have anything Final Fantasy related coming up in this weekend, Edge?
That we do, but we can just cover the games that are going on today as well. So let me pull up the old schedule here. Currently ongoing is Kenny Star versus Karat on Speed Gaming. And then we have Barat versus Zyrak tonight on Speed Gaming 3.
Nice.
And then for this weekend, Lord Fizzlebeef versus Tarnin and Sho Fukumachi versus Caleb. That'll be your Saturday and Sunday highlight matchups.
We're looking forward to that one. Two of my favorite people in the community.
So if you enjoyed what you watched tonight, you got plenty more of that to look forward to in the coming weeks.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bounce out. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the GGs. Again, Elastoid, thank you for running stupidity with me, and I hope I get the chance to again.
And on that note, it's been my pleasure. I'm Artea, bidding you a very good night, folks.